Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have David. David is from Milan, but he lives in London. So, let's see what David has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I can see you now.
Oh, perfect.
How are you, David?
I'm good, thanks. Happy to start the weekend.
Yes, my God, yes. This is almost Christmas already, my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
David, so before we start the game, just tell me where you're from.
I'm from Milan, but I lived in London for the last 4 years.
Great.
Yeah.
And what's the best part of living in London, in your opinion?
It's we're at the center of the world. Like there's London and New York, there's nothing, it doesn't get any better than that. So it's good. There's diversity, variety of everything. You can potentially restart from scratch at any possible occasion. It's just very good. There's plenty of opportunities, yeah.
Yes, I was about to say that opportunities, there are lots. I think London, it's impossible for you not to get anything because there's always something that you can do it, or you can, you know what I mean, progress or anything. There are a lot of to do in London for sure. And why London? Why did you choose London? Was it like a choice, or you always wanted to live in London?
It wasn't a choice. I lived in Asia for all my 20s. Because I studied Chinese and then I started working in China and then in Hong Kong. And at some point I didn't have a job anymore in Hong Kong and I was trying to find the next place. Mm-hmm. So I decided to come back to Europe generically, but I decided to come to London for the opportunities, and I wouldn't go back to Italy. So London, I think, was a good choice.
I see. So how long were you living there for in China?
9 years.
Wow, long time.
Yeah.
And what do you do for a living, David?
Right now, I work in the compliance team of a financial services company.
I see. And so before we start our game, William the Magic Box, would you like to tell me something interesting about yourself?
Something interesting about myself. I don't think I'm that interesting, to be honest. Sure. I speak Mandarin Chinese, and I know China better than I know Europe.
Oh wow! And so, and took for you long to learn the language, or when you moved there, you already had the knowledge about it?
Oh yeah, I went there post-graduation, so I had the base, and then obviously I got to practice it.
I see. And nowadays you speak fluently Chinese?
I wish I did. It's been a few years. It's in the back of my head, but it's there.
Amazing. Okay, David, so are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Okay.
Amazing. So welcome to William and the Magic Box. A lovely box full of random fun questions, okay? So I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. David, so before I pick the first question, through the game, if there is a question that you don't have an answer for, don't want to answer, I always can change, okay? It's all very friendly, all right?
All right.
Right, David, so the first question for you is, do you have any nicknames?
Nicknames. Well, my housemate is we're really close. He's my best friend, and he calls me Papi.
Oh,
which is a Latino thing to call, I guess, your male lover. But well, yeah, we're friends.
I see. And as a child, you never had like a nickname, or everyone calls you David?
I had very mean nicknames. I was a bigger child. I was a fat child, so I was called all sorts of names. Yeah.
I see. And do you have siblings as well?
Yeah, I have three brothers. We're four brothers, and we're all really close.
Are you the youngest, the oldest, the middle?
I am the third of four, but we're all pretty distant in age. Like the oldest one is 46, and the youngest one is 23.
Okay. And they are back in Italy, in Milan?
Near Milan, yeah.
Milan. Okay, cool. Second question. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next question for you is, what is the nicest thing a family member has ever done for you?
Nicest thing. When my little brother turned 18, I flew him to Hong Kong. I was living there because I wanted him to like see something different and like experience. You know, he was at high school. He was a bit uninspired, and back home it's like very gray, industrial. There's not much to do. So I flew him to Hong Kong, and the other brother came with him just to make sure he was okay. So he kind of like took him off my shoulders. I didn't have to entertain him for a week. They were kind of like on their own, and I joined them when I could.
I see. So I believe you guys are all very close between all your brothers.
All very what?
Very close, you with your brothers. You are very close.
Oh yeah, we talk all the time.
That's good. That's good. Next question for you. Let's do it. Right, David, next question for you is, do you know anyone who is living their life to the fullest?
I don't think so. Everyone that's around my age is kind of like working hard, and it's not. I mean, I don't think I will ever live my life to the fullest until I retire. And even then, I don't know. We'll see.
I see. But do your close friends, they live in London as well, or they live in Italy or in China?
I have a couple of close friends that live still in Hong Kong. Well, actually, one of them moved to New York, but otherwise, all my friends are here. Yeah.
And in the beginning, when you came to London, did you know any people, any friends here, or was completely new for you?
It was pretty new. I knew one guy that I had dated before, so it was kind of like a weird situation. So he was my only friend, but it didn't take long because, especially in Seoul, when you just walk into a bar and you don't even have the time to drink a beer and people are talking to you already. So it's a very nice and cheerful environment. So I made friends really quickly.
Very good. Good one. Ready for another question?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, before the next question, when you think about China, what's the best memories that you have from China, and what was the most challenging part living there?
The best memories were when I was a student. I went there in 2008 to do the last semester of university, and it was very new to me. It was my first time living abroad. My first time using even English as a second language with other expats. So my English was still really basic, even that. So I think everything was new to me. So that was, and it was still very different. Like 12 years ago, 13 years ago, China was still like very different. And now it's much more modern. So I think those are my best memories there.
I see. All right. Next question for you is, if you are not yourself, would you like to be yourself, and why?
I would love to be like a taller, richer, more confident version of myself. But otherwise, yeah, I wouldn't throw away my own experiences because I kind of like treasure them, even the bad ones.
I see. I was Today I was checking when I invited you for the show. I was checking your profile, and you come across as a very confident person. I can see that you like going to the gym. You're a very sportive guy. So why do you think you're not let's say a confident person?
I probably deserve an Oscar for my Instagram then. No, I'm not very confident. I grew up with kind of like with eating disorders a little bit, and CrossFit is giving me some balance between working out, eating, and keeping everything standard and regular. I'm outgrowing my insecurities because I'm old now. Yeah, no, I've been very shy in the past, and I still am. Some things just bring out my shyness, but I think I'm outgrowing it finally.
I see. And as you said that as a child, you had an eating disorder. That's why nowadays you're very fit, you like going to the gym. That's based on your childhood, that you didn't have this lifestyle.
I hold myself to a very high standard, and I realize I don't do the same with other people. So sometimes I try to remind myself and just like see myself the way I look at other people and judge them, which is not as severe.
I see. Right. Next question for you. Let's do it. Right. Next question for you is, what's your favorite holiday season of the year?
Summer. Definitely summer, because I don't know, the days are longer. I feel like I get to travel more, whereas Christmas is more a family holiday, so it's always the same. But in the summer I get to decide where to go. There was a summer in 2018 that I just decided to go to Iceland by myself, just out of curiosity, but I regretted it after a few days of nothing happening. But straight after that I was on the way to New York Pride, so that was crazy. Yeah,
I see. And do you go very often to Milan to see your family?
I do. Well, I try to go more. Like in the last couple of years, it's been a bit complicated to go.
Yeah.
But I try to go as much as possible. And recently, every time I go, it's because of a wedding or a christening or some event like that.
I see. Okay. Next question, David. Let's do it. Right. Next question for you is, if you could ask for a miracle, what that would be?
I don't know. I would make my parents win the lottery.
Oh.
And I say my parents, not me, because I know that they're more reliable in distributing and making sure that everybody's okay. I wouldn't trust my mental health to deal with some big event like that. So yeah, I would make my parents win the lottery.
Very good, very good. They'll be more sensible. They'll know what to do with the money, for sure.
Yeah.
Next question. David, before the next question, I believe you are gay, yeah?
Yeah.
And are you open to your family, to everyone, or not?
Yeah, my family knew before I did, because I came after two of my brothers, and obviously everybody saw that we were different. So they're really okay with it. They've been very supportive. I never had to come out because they have eyes.
How old were you when you talked to your brothers about being gay?
I didn't. I never did. Actually, a couple of years ago, I started dating. I had my first like very serious boyfriend, and I wanted to bring him home for Christmas. So I just called my mother and I said, okay, I have a boyfriend now, I'm gonna bring you home for Christmas. And she was like just really happy. And then I trusted her to talk to everybody else and kind of like let them know. So she came out for me.
Sweet, very sweet. Okay, next question for you is, When you were a child, have you ever stole anything? Like in supermarkets or like a sweet or something at school? Does that ever happen to you?
I think so. I think I don't really remember it clearly, but I think there was an instance in which I was caught with my cousin. He's just a few years younger than me. But we got away with it. Like they just told us not to go there anymore, and we were like maybe 10 or 12.
Very young, very young. Next question. David from Milano, next question for you is, who was your favorite teacher and why?
I don't know about that. I think my arts teacher, because I was really good at drawing, I was doing portraits a lot.
Oh, wow.
And I still do. Like on lockdown, I've done some charcoal portraits. So yeah, she was pleased with me, and that was at middle school, 11 to 14.
Do you remember her name?
No.
Next one.
All right.
David, when you think about Milano, what's the memories what do you miss the most about your hometown?
So my parents moved out of Milan when I was younger, like about 6 years old. So we always lived around Milan rather than in Milan.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really miss the places. I miss the people. You know, every Saturday at my grandma's place for lunch with all the cousins. But that could be anywhere. The town was just a background, not a good one.
Why you say that?
It's kind of like those little towns around Milan that people go to sleep to. They sleep there, then they go to Milan for work. So at daytime, they're ghost towns.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Next one is, what do you like to cook the most?
I can do 2 or 3 things that don't involve a lot of cooking. It's my housemate that cooks the most, and he cooks all these South Asian dishes that are really good and really spicy and elaborate. I just basically boil stuff or bake stuff that's already ready to bake. So I'm not really.
What is your favorite pizza?
My favorite pizza. Well, in London, I just order the most simple ones because I don't trust them to make them well. But when I go home, it's probably smoked ham and brie. It's a northern, like mountain style thing.
I see. How about pasta? Do you like pasta, and what's your favorite pasta back home?
My parents used to own a pasta factory.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, from the 70s through the early 2000s. So I mean, every type of pasta is suitable for some sauce, and I don't know what my favorite is.
I love carbonara.
I'm off the carbs at the moment, so I'm not allowed even to think about that.
Out of the menu.
Yeah.
Next question. Okay, next question for you is, what makes you feel discouraged?
Discouraged? Bills?
When they come every month?
Yeah, no, because I've had quite a career progression in the last few years. It's just that in London, it's never enough. It's never enough.
Yes. We spent so much money. My God, it's so expensive living in London, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And also, I see other people my age that decided not to move abroad, not to see the world, and they're doing much better because they kind of like started a job after high school and they're still there. I mean, if anything, I got the experience, but it's a bit discouraging to see that. I mean, people who didn't do as much, that they just stuck to one thing, but they did it well. So if I could go back, I probably would choose another path. I don't know.
It's never too late. You can always start a new one.
Yeah, it is too late.
Next one. Let's do it. So what's your plans for Christmas, New Year's Eve? Have you got any plans so far?
For Christmas, I'm going home apparently for 4 days. I'm not sure if I'm going because if there's any more restrictions, I
Don't
just
tell me. My God.
yeah. New Year's, we're thinking about doing a house party here in Nine Elms. Yeah, just that it's always a bit disappointing to go out for New Year's in London because everybody's out, everybody's trying to have a good time, but it's expensive, it's crowded, it's cold, so
Yeah.
we're just doing it at home.
Cool. Right. Next one is, what is your most embarrassing moment?
Oh yeah, well, I can think of one. You know the box jumps at CrossFit? You have to jump on a box that's like fairly tall. And I once, on my first CrossFit class that was like 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago, I fell off the box. So they stopped the workout for everybody. They just kind of like set me down on a chair with an ice pack on my leg. And I spent like 30 pounds for that class. Yeah.
But did you get hurt? Did you get hurt at the time or not? It was just a scary moment. Did you get hurt or not?
I mean, yeah, it was a bruise. It was gone in a couple of days, but it was scary and embarrassing because a class is usually like 10 people.
Wow. After that, have you done before after that again or not? Or do you stop that for a while after that embarrassing
Oh
moment?
no, I've done it like after a week. It's just basically the confidence. For most gymnastics, it's just about the confidence.
Absolutely. Yeah. Next question. Let's do it. Before the next question, can you tell me a nice thing that you've learned in Chinese, like a phrase or something nice that you could tell?
Right now, what I can think of is in the summer, it was like very, very warm in Shanghai. And I would get to work all like hot and nervous because of public transport or because I was late and just nervous about that. So they used to tell me, 心静自然凉, which means if you're calmer, you're gonna feel cooler.
Oh, nice one. Very nice.
So it's very practical. But
Okay, next question for you is, if you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go and why?
I would probably go like for 3 weeks to West Hollywood with my housemate, just to chill.
Wow. And why?
Yeah.
Why there?
I've been there a couple of times. I just like the vibe. I like how chill it is and warm most of the year. And it's something. It's nice. It's exciting because there's a whole lot to do, and yeah, that's my go-to place when I want to chill.
Could you live there? Could you be able to live there?
No. I just went a couple of times. I never lived there.
But if you had the opportunity, would you like to live there or not? Would you like to live in London?
I don't know. Unless you're in showbiz, LA doesn't really make sense except for holidays.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I don't think so. I wanted to when I was younger, but I don't think I could anymore.
Okay, great. Next one. What gives you butterflies?
What gives me butterflies? What or who? No. So it's a long story.
Tell me.
So, I used to. Well, I moved to Dubai for 3 months last year, following my then boyfriend that moved there pre-pandemic. But I was stuck in London for a few months. Then I quit my job. I decided to just join him and look for a job there. And then I didn't find a job because it was the pandemic, and I moved back to London. They rehired me at my job, and we broke up because of the distance. But he's visiting these days. He's visiting for Christmas, and then he's gonna go back to Ireland to his parents. So yeah, he gives me the butterflies still. I mean, we are so close. We've been together for like 2 years and a half. Now we're not together anymore, but it's still someone like really important.
That's nice.
Like, yeah.
That's good that you still have this connection and you still know it, that something is still there and you still give these butterflies feelings.
Yeah, butterflies are not enough to keep a relationship going, but yeah.
Good, very good. Next question, let's do it. David, next question for you is, what has been the lowest point of your life?
Definitely when I had to accept the fact that I was leaving Dubai and coming back to London. Like it was a failed project. I was gonna leave my then boyfriend there. I came back to London without a job. I mean, I had interviews lined up and everything, but it felt like a complete failure. So I think that was definitely the lowest. That was about 13 months ago, or just a bit over a year ago.
I see. And how long took for you to recover or to feel yourself again?
Just a few weeks, because as soon as my old job, as soon as the boss at my old job knew I was back, he just offered me the position back.
I see. All right. 3 questions left for you.
All
Let's
right.
do.
I hope you're gonna cut like the dance scenes because I am so bad.
Don't worry. Next question for you is, if you could spend an entire day with a family member, who that would be and why?
An entire day with a family member. I don't know. Probably I would say my grandmother, because she hasn't been well in the last couple of years and she's 86. So if I have any time at all, I'll spend it with her.
Wow. What's her name?
Lina.
Lina.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Very sweet. 2 questions left.
All right.
It's getting there. Right, next question for you is, where do you see yourself living when you retire?
I don't know if I'll ever get to retirement because of the economy, you know. Will we ever retire? I don't know. But I think probably I will be married in like 5 to 10 years, and then it doesn't depend on me really. We'll see. I'd love to live on the beach in a small like cottage on the beach with like a couple of dogs and just a sea view.
And do you see yourself living in London for very long periods?
Living in London?
I mean, for a long period, do you see yourself like living here like for, let's say, a few years more or a long period or not?
Yeah, I'm on a career path. So I'm doing a diploma at the moment that they've enrolled me in. So it's gonna take 3-4 years to get to the point where I want to be. Mm-hmm. And then if any other like good position takes me anywhere else, I'm not ready to leave the big city yet. I think at least for another 10 years, you know, mid-40s, late 40s, then I can think of like downsizing.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, good one. Ready for the last question?
All right.
Let's do it, David. Before the last question, tell me, what's the most positive thing you took out of this challenge journey since the world's, the COVID situation been happening? What's the most positive thing you took out of this journey?
Well, I think I've been pretty lucky in the COVID situation because I was the one quitting my job to follow my boyfriend back then, but otherwise my job was really stable. I knew of people that didn't work for many months, and so I was pretty lucky. I didn't, if anything, the whole Dubai thing, that's where I felt COVID the most because I couldn't get a job there. It just taught me that like I'm lucky enough and I'm enough and I'm enough to always land on my feet. So it gives me confidence, if anything. Yeah.
Very good. Last question for you is, who is your biggest hero?
My mom.
That was very quick answer. Tell me why.
I don't know. She's always she has an answer for everything. She's in control. She's my go-to when I don't feel right. So yeah.
What's her name?
Chira.
Chira.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, David, it's not the end yet. Okay, let's play now the word association game. I'm going to give away some words. Just tell me one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
All right.
Let's start with life.
Life, money.
Love.
Tom.
Family.
Mom.
Money.
Food. I don't know. I'm not thinking. I
That's a problem. How about politics?
Government.
Religion.
Cross.
Okay. How about sex?
I can say this word on video.
Just do like two. How about fear?
Fear. Guilt.
Okay. Friendship.
Friendship. Azim, my flatmate.
Okay. One word for desire.
Word for desire, lust.
Regret.
Regret, pain.
Okay. Success.
Again, money.
Wish.
What? Christmas.
Oh, good one. How about happiness?
Happiness. Health.
One word for China.
Modern.
One word for London.
Messy.
And the last one now, Milano.
Milano, gray.
Okay, actually another one, Italy. One word for Italy.
Italy, tasty.
Good one. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your flatmate for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your flatmates, your friends, what is the most beautiful thing about David, and what's something that he still needs to improve on, to work on? What do you think your flatmate, your friend would tell me?
Okay, I know my flatmate well enough, and he will tell you that the best thing about me is my butt. And the worst thing about me is my confidence. I mean, my lack of confidence.
Very interesting, David, because as I said to you, talking to you, and even though talking to you and see your profile, you come across a very confident person, but I totally understand. Sometimes, for example, I feel very shy as well. Sometimes the people, when they come across very confident, there is a very shyness inside, behind, covering, isn't it?
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, I think everybody's the same way, to a certain degree.
And if I would ask the same question to your lovely mom, would be the same answer?
I don't know. I mean, having lived abroad for so long, who knows what she things. I mean, she's happy to see me 3-4 times a year.
Very good, very good. Right, let's play now, David, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But right, David, you can ask me a question now.
Personal questions or?
Could be.
So, do you go? No way. So I got a sense that a lot of the people on your channel are LGBT, part of the LGBT community. What about yourself? Where do you place yourself in there?
I'm gay. I'm a gay guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been. I mean, when I realized, I think all of us, we go through this. Our 12 years old, 11 years old. I remember being a child. I remember something there wasn't. I mean, of course, was right, because being gay is right, but it was something different regarding the society world. Yeah. So I remember being a child. So I always been very lucky that I could be myself. Of course, I went through a lot of bullying as well, as a lot of people go through. Like, not just about being gay, but I think as a child, we always have this, you know what I mean, situations where you've been bullied for some reason. But as being gay, I think I've been very lucky that I always could be myself. I left Brazil when I was 19 years old, and I lived in Portugal since then. And my gay life started in Portugal, let's say. And since I've moved to London as well, I think you know what I mean, as you know, it's very open-minded here. You can be yourself. And I think we are very lucky to live in a place where you can be yourself, you can express yourself the way you are. Of course, there's always something, it's not always 100% perfect, because there's always some situations that, you know, but overall, I think I've been very lucky and fortunate as well regarding my sexuality, being gay. I never had any kind of issue with myself. I always accept the fact that I'm gay. So I never had this problem of accepting myself. You know, there's a lot of people around the world that sometimes they cannot be gay because of family, religion, or society, a lot of things involved. So I think I've been very lucky, and that I can be myself and I can be gay, for sure.
That's nice. Yeah.
Good answer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Totally.
David, did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the experience?
Yeah, it was very nice, very insightful.
Thanks so much. Right, so before you go, I would like you to share a positive message or a positive quote, something that inspires you in life.
I would say you are enough. Like you're built to survive, so you're gonna get through whatever you're going through, and you're gonna win.
Very good, very good. Thank you so much, David. It was a pleasure to meet you. I hope you have a good Christmas with your family and a New Year's Eve as well. And we keep in touch. Hope to see you one day in London for a coffee or something. We can meet up one day.
Oh yeah, of course. We'll stay in touch.
It'll be nice. We keep in touch. We are connected now, so it's easy to connect. Okay. Thanks so much. We got your updates as well, and we keep in touch. Okay. Have a nice evening. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first subscribe to our channel, and after that just go to our website www.williamandthemagicbox.com and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show, and I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.